Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. Today we're checking out the Xbox One custom controller, which you can customize straight off from Microsoft. Now this retails for $80 and you can choose a ton of color combinations. I went with a little something kind of simple and straightforward, but you know, you can of course go crazy, and you should be getting yours soon if you ordered one, because these are starting to ship out now. And you can see the color that I got here. I kind of got this blue, nice, almost kind of like the channel color blue with some white accents and black thumbsticks and buttons, which I thought looked kind of cool, and just, you know, it kind of mimics the design of my YouTube channel and just kind of my favorite colors overall. But I have been liking using the Xbox One S controller. I feel like it's a little bit more responsive, and it's also really neat that it's Bluetooth, so you can connect it to your computer. And I currently use the Elite controller, which I have back here, and that one's great. But recently I've just really liked the new Xbox One S controller, and I just thought, for fun, why don't we take the thumbsticks, which make the Elite controller special, and move them over there, as well as the removable D-pad. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll switch out these right here, or maybe we'll just keep those. But you can of course switch all this out. We're gonna go ahead and open them and see how it looks once you transfer everything over. So yeah, just in case you don't know how to open up an Xbox One controller, see these little pieces right here where it cuts right there. I don't know if you can see that. It cuts right there. You can just kind of dig your nail in there, or a knife, and these are kind of easy to remove because I've removed them a ton of times to clean it out. So it's not going to be that easy on your newer controllers or ones that you haven't done it on yet, but that's pretty much that. And you're also going to remove the backing here, remove the battery, and you're going to peel off the sticker a little bit. And once you've peeled off the sticker, you're going to see another little screw in there, along with this one right here, this one right here, this one right here, and this one right here. And you're gonna need a Torx screwdriver to actually remove this, which we have one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove all these screws, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so we're now done here removing all the screws, so you can put it on a table like so, and you can just remove the cover like that. And it's that simple. You don't need to mess with anything else. You can just remove these pieces here. Let's go ahead and open up this controller right here and see what that has in store for us. Alright, so here, just to show you, this one's a lot harder to take out, and it's going to sound really loud when it cracks. So don't be afraid, it's not breaking, it's just the snaps coming off so you can open it. Alright, there we go. A little bit difficult, but you can get it out. Just keep trying. And there we go. Alright guys, so we're done disassembling here, and I cleaned it up a little bit, and you can here see just how it looks disassembled. It's actually quite different to the Elite controller, so you can't really change many parts out. For example, you can't change the grips, unfortunately, so you can't put these nice grips onto this controller. It's like a different design, so you won't be able to switch any other things aside from the things that I'm about to switch, I believe. So let's go ahead and remove these thumbsticks. You just pull those out like so. And I know this is kind of a dumb thing to do considering how expensive the Elite controller is, but I thought it'd be just fun to see how it would look if these had, you know, the more premium parts that the Elite controller has, which it would have been nice for it to have. But oh, here what you do is you actually, right up there, you're gonna unclip the metal part with something that you can pull up without breaking it. Alright, so let's see if we can do it here from this angle. I'm gonna try to lift it up here with this little blade so you guys can see. Hopefully it's a little bit difficult on camera because I can't really see what I'm doing, so let me just do it off camera real quick and then I'll show you what was done. Alright, and there we go. You can see these little clips right there, or those two holes, clip onto a plastic piece right there. So if you just lift that up, this comes out. You can take out this, you know, D-pad, and we're going to do the same thing to the other one right here. We just do the exact same thing. We remove these thumbsticks and, whoops, put them to a side, and then we're going to remove this guy too. And here we go. We just pull that one out like so. And that's that. Let's just put this to one side. Let's put this over here. Let's grab this controller again, and let's start assembling this guy right here. So the first thing I want to put is this all in the same position that you took it out. It kind of just fits one way, so you'll notice how, whoops. Alright, so as I was saying, this piece kind of fits only one way, so you kind of got to put it back the way it came from, and it's pretty simple. Then you just put this back in, and then you clip the top, push that in, and it's secured right in place, and then you have the magnetic D-pad right there. So we're going to just put in the thumbsticks right here, which are pretty straightforward. You see that they only go in one way, and oddly enough, the thumbstick on my Elite controller broke, and not even from all that much usage. So that's mainly why I've been using this controller as well, and I just dropped that. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this other one on. Just kind of shift it into place and then push it in real nice. Make sure they're secure, and then there you have that. They're there. So I'm not going to try to switch anything else here. I don't think there's any point in trying, but those are the main things that you can switch out without having any issues at all, because this controller does have Bluetooth. It's slightly redesigned, so it's different to that one. And we're going to just go ahead and start putting the pieces back together. Now, of course, what you want to make sure is when you put this top cap back on, or the face plate, you want to make sure that everything is still working, that no button is jammed or anything, because then that would be hard to unjam afterwards and you could break your controller. So just make sure everything is good, and then you're going to just go ahead and put the screws back in the way we took them out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've put all the 5 screws back on. Now I want to make sure the sticker goes on nice and the same way that it was before, and I kind of screwed it up because I pushed it in there, but whatever, that's good. So make sure that's on. Now we just go ahead and put these back on, which I said you can't really switch out for the Elite controllers ones because they're different design and they have different clips on them. Same goes for any of the older Xbox One controllers. You can't really switch those out. So those snap on very easy. It's way easier to assemble this than it was to remove everything. Let's go ahead and put my rechargeable battery in here. And last but not least, the battery cap. And that's it, guys. That's the controller now. And it looks kind of cool because it has those metal accents now, and it just feels a lot more premium, because these thumbsticks are a heck of a lot better, and so is this D-pad. It just feels way better. You can of course switch this out for the other thumbsticks, which I'll get out in a second, but for now let's go ahead and reassemble this controller with the pieces from this controller. Alright, so we got the thumbsticks on. Let's go ahead and put the faceplate back on here, and of course you can't switch out the faceplates because it has different buttons here. It's a little bit of a different layout than the new controller. Now we're going to go ahead and put in the screws, and then the cap, and then we're done. Alright, and last piece remaining here, we just snap that on just like we did the other ones. And here is the Elite controller with those pieces, and it actually feels really nice for some reason. Like, the Elite controller with these plastic pieces feels nicer than this controller with the plastic pieces. So I don't know, it's worth noting, but of course this isn't something you'd really ever do. This would be kind of cool if you could find these parts from a third party and then put them on here, because the magnetic snaps are really helpful. For example, I play Rocket League with these long ones, and I know a lot of people don't, but I feel like they help me. And in case you guys didn't know, I do play Xbox quite a bit, so if you guys ever want to play, just hit me up on @Darbo, or that's my gamer tag, DARBO, and we can play some Rocket League or Overwatch. Those are the games I typically play nowadays, or Battlefield 1 when that's out. But yeah, guys, you can also hit me up on Snapchat @RMRDNL, and you can tell me that you're on Xbox, and I'll invite you to a party or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to hit me up on Twitter @RMRDNL or @DarkGadgets, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Aside from that, you guys can leave a question down below in the comments, and I'll also reply to you guys there, because I always do. And yeah, let's go ahead and actually turn this on, just as to see the light come on, and check that everything's working perfectly. But yeah, actually, just before I go, let me just show you the other thumbsticks and the other things to see how they look, because why not? So let's go ahead and grab the D-pad right here, and let's just go ahead and put that on there so you can see how it looks. And it looks pretty neat. Let's go ahead and grab the smaller thumbsticks just in case you wanted to see those, which look pretty much the same. And then we also of course have the round thumbsticks from the Elite controller, which you can see there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Of course, the paddle sticks, there's no way to put them onto here, but I've actually never used those. So if that's why you've been planning to get an Elite controller or anything like that, I don't really recommend it. I don't use those at all, and I don't feel they improve my game in any way, because I've already learned how to play the games, normally, and I've gotten used to that, and I'm better like that. So there's no way I can adapt to the paddle sticks. So far the Elite controller has really only been good because of the actual feel of it, and also the removable thumbsticks. So the removable thumbsticks that I put here, this makes it that much better, and the grip or kind of feeling that it has back here is actually pretty nice. Not as good as the Elite controller, but good enough where it feels great in the hand. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.